Hello students, today our topic is parturition and lactation, and this is last topic of this chapter. Parturition, the act of expelling full-term fetus from mother's uterus at the end of gestation period is called parturition. Means in simple language, in simple meaning, we can say the process of giving birth to a baby is called as parturition. Simply the process of delivery means जिस common language में हम क्या बोलते हैं delivery of baby, the medical term for delivery of baby is the parturition. Parturition, this process is a very complex process, and the process of parturition is controlled by a neuroendocrine mechanism. The process of parturition is controlled by a neuroendocrine mechanism. Means neuroendocrine mechanism. It means this process is controlled by two systems: nervous system, neuro, and hormonal system or endocrine system. Means this mechanism, this process is controlled by two systems: nervous system and endocrine system. So that's why we can say this process is controlled by a very complex neuroendocrine mechanism. So the signals for parturition originate from fully formed fetus and placenta. At the end of gestation period, जैसे ही fetus पूरी तरीके से develop हो जाता है, then this fully formed fetus and placenta, it gives signals for mild uterine contractions. Means signals for parturition. It means signals for parturition कहाँ से originate हो रहे हैं? Signals for parturition originate from fully formed fetus and placenta. And these signals, they causes mild uterine contractions. Means in the wall of uterus बहुत हल्के हल्के contractions start हो जाते हैं. किसकी वजह से? By the signals which originate from fully formed fetus and placenta. Is it clear? तो ये fully formed fetus क्या originate करेगा? Signals. These signals cause mild uterine contractions. And this is called as fetal ejection reflex. क्या कहते हैं इसको? Fetal ejection reflex. These mild uterine contractions, जैसे ही uterus की wall में contractions start होंगे, then these contractions will induce release of a hormone oxytocin from pituitary gland. Means these contractions stimulate pituitary gland for the release of a hormone oxytocin. This oxytocin, I have already told you, oxytocin is also called as birth hormone. This oxytocin causes stronger uterine contractions. Means पहले हल्के हो रहे थे contractions, now the oxytocin, it will cause stronger, more and more uterine contractions. These stronger uterine contraction will cause release of more oxytocin. And this more oxytocin will cause stronger and stronger uterine contractions. More and more uterine contractions. It means कि यहाँ पर क्या है? दोनों चीजें वाइस वर्सा चल रही हैं कि पहले माइल्ड यूट्राइन कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस ने ऑक्सीटोसिन का रिलीज कराया. वो ऑक्सीटोसिन क्या करेगा? वो उस यूट्रस की वॉल में और ज्यादा कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस इंड्यूस करेगा, स्ट्रॉन्गर कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस. जितने ज्यादा कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस होंगे उतना ही ज्यादा और ऑक्सीटोसिन रिलीज होगा. जितना ज्यादा ऑक्सीटोसिन रिलीज होगा, इट विल कॉज मोर एंड मोर यूट्राइन कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस. इज इट क्लियर? These uterine contractions, they start from top of the uterus towards the lower side. Means ये कहाँ से start होते हैं? Upper side से start होते हैं uterus के, and they move in lower direction, pushing baby to the downward direction. In starting, these contractions, they are at a very long duration. Means starting में जो ये contractions हैं, they occur once in every 30 minutes, in every 30 or 45 minutes, and the duration of these contractions that decreases, and it reaches in once in every 1 to 3 minutes. Means 30 minutes से कहाँ पहुँच जाता है? 1 to 3 minutes. So these contractions, तो ये क्या contractions क्या करते हैं? They push the baby in uterus down in downward direction. And finally, जैसे जैसे contractions means the strength of these contractions they continue to increase. Finally, it lead to the expulsion of baby from uterus through birth canal. Due to these contractions, इन contractions की वजह से क्या होता है? There is dilation of cervix and vagina. Cervix और vagina क्या होते हैं? Dilate होते हैं. During this process, another hormone is released, that is relaxin. कौन release करता है relaxin? Placenta. Placenta release relaxin. This relaxin also that loosening, that is responsible for loosening of ligaments. Ligaments को क्या कर देता है? वो lose करता है, dilation करता है, and finally all these events, all these processes, they cause expulsion of baby from uterus through birth canal, and this process is called as parturition. So here in this process, the nervous system and the endocrine system both are included. That's why it is called as neuroendocrine mechanism. Is it clear? तो ये पूरा process हो गया हमारा parturition. After parturition, there is another process, that is the lactation. At the end of pregnancy, mammary glands start producing a secretion of fluid. That fluid is called as milk. At the end of pregnancy, ठीक है, pregnancy के end पर mammary glands they start secreting a fluid. That fluid is called as milk. It is very important for nourishing the young born baby. Milk. The milk which is produced in few initial days after parturition is called colostrum. Means the milk which is produced during first 3 days, from first to 3 days जो milk produce होता है, that milk is called as colostrum. This colostrum is yellowish, thick secretion or yellowish thick in appearance, and that is called colostrum. It is very important for a newborn baby, for an infant. It is very important because it is rich in proteins, and along with that antibodies are present in colostrum, and mainly which antibody? IgG. That is a type of antibody. We will study in the next unit कि बहुत सारी type की antibodies होती हैं, उनमें से एक होती है immunoglobulin G. So in colostrum क्या है? The milk which is produced during first initial days, that is called colostrum. This colostrum is rich in immunoglobulin G, and that's why it is very essential for newborn baby because it provides immunity. ये क्या provide करता है? It provides immunity. It gives resistance. It develops resistance in a young baby to fight against diseases. So colostrum is very important. The milk secretion that is produced under the effect of a hormone, prolactin. Prolactin, that is a hormone released by pituitary gland. Prolactin is responsible for synthesis of milk. That is responsible for synthesis of milk. Another hormone is there, जो भी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा इससे पहले, oxytocin. Oxytocin is necessary for ejection of milk. That is responsible for ejection of milk. तो mammary glands के अंदर milk की synthesis कौन कराता है? Prolactin hormone. And after the synthesis, the release of milk is stimulated or is induced by oxytocin. And oxytocin is released after suckling of baby. Means when the baby sucks the milk, then after few seconds of suckling, oxytocin is released, which causes ejection of milk. So here the lactation is also very necessary after parturition, because lactation, it provides nourishment to the young baby. So here your chapter is finished. ये last topic था हमारा. तो ये जो human reproduction chapter है ये आप लोगों का complete हो चुका है. Now you have to do NCERT exercise. इस chapter के last में NCERT book में exercise दी हुई है. अब आप लोगों को वो exercise करनी है. That exercise is very good. That is having fill-ups. That is having true false. Diagram-based questions are also there and long answer types are also there. So please do NCERT exercise and revise from NCERT book. Thank you.